Good afternoon. We are going back into the Council to provide an update on the situation in Salisbury, the investigation and the OPCW findings. There was a meeting today of OPCW's Executive Council in The Hague, where my colleague Ambassador Peter Wilson briefed on our response to the OPCW report, and the Director General of OPCW set out on a factual basis what is in the report. As we've said before, it confirms the UK's findings that a military-grade nerve agent was used to poison the Skripals and the policeman Nick Bailey. That's not our plan.
Ambassador, you know that Russians seek to see the samples of what's being used in Salisbury and also to see Skripal themselves. Do you think that after international investigation by OPCW has been done, United Kingdom can allow Russia to see some samples?
Well, the samples go to OPCW precisely because it's independent. And it is the instrument set up by the international community to investigate cases of this type. I think we've made clear that Russia, only wanting to believe an investigation it itself has carried out, that's like an arsonist becoming a firefighter and wanting to investigate their own fire. That's not how the international mechanisms work, either on CW or much else. On the consular side, the request from the Russian authorities to see Yulia has been conveyed to her. She has issued a statement. At the moment, she does not wish to avail herself of the services the Russian government are offering, but she knows how to contact the consulate should she change her mind.
Ambassador, do you expect any retaliation by the UK, any kind of new response in terms of sanctions or anything else on a bilateral basis?
Everything we do, we keep under review, but there are no immediate plans.
When we can see them alive? I mean, Syria and Yulia's complaints.
Well, at the moment, Yulia has said herself that she doesn't want to do a full media interview until she is well enough. So I think it will be Yulia's choice when she wants to do that. And I've just said that she is perfectly at liberty to take advantage of Russian consular assistance should she wish to do so. At the moment, she's made it clear she doesn't wish to do so. In the Council chamber, I will give an update on the medical situation.
What's the UN reaction on the shots fired in Syria against the UN security team and the delay in getting OPCW people on the ground in Juba?
We asked the UN yesterday for an update, and we hope to have a written response shortly. I'm aware of the reports you mention. Obviously, they're extremely concerning, but I don't have any new information at the moment, so we will wait to see what the UN have to tell us.
Ambassador, do you suspect they are deliberate to like, as obstruction against the OPCW team?
I don't want to make that sort of judgment at the moment. It doesn't look good for free access. You'll recall that both the Russian ambassador and the Syrian ambassador, on I think the 16th of April, invited the OPCW fact-finding mission in and undertook in the Council, in the open debate, undertook to do everything they could to ensure access. So we will also want to, when we get the report, find out exactly when that access unimpeded is going to be granted.
Ambassador, Foreign Minister Lavrov in an interview today in the BBC said that there was, in the investigation into Salisbury, there was an agent BZ, or BZ as he called it, which is manufactured in the West. Do you have any comment on that?
I think, unfortunately, this is yet another piece of obfuscation, diversionary tactics, and possibly downright lying. The OPCW Director General has responded on that claim. There was no BW in the samples that OPCW took from the Skripals and Nick Bailey. So I should have said there was no BZ in those samples, but I will explain in the chamber exactly what happened and what the Director General clarified. One last one.
Ambassador Nebenzia said yesterday that there's no need for a new inquiry into who's to blame for chemical weapons attacks in Syria. Are the P3 still going to push ahead with your new draft?
The purpose of the draft resolution is to try and get something done about getting Syria to stand by its CW obligations and get its programs thoroughly dismantled. The second purpose is to help humanitarian access, and the third purpose is to try and chart a way back to the political process which is sorely needed. Now, we are not in a rush to put that resolution to the vote. There's a lot of work that needs to be done to stand up all those three elements. As the French ambassador made clear in the chamber yesterday, the P3 really wants to work hard on this with all members of the Council. That includes Russia, but Russia has got to engage in good faith. If she doesn't want to help get back to the political process, then more people in Syria will die. It will be Russia's responsibility. Russia will end up having to provide a Putin plan as opposed to a Marshall Plan to put Syria back together again. That, unfortunately, is the stark choice, but as far as the P3 go, we are very willing to really put our shoulders to the wheel on this. Thanks very much, everybody.